We heard the leader talk about how we can work together in this body, even though there are homosexuals in this body. That's right. This isn't the military, and I can promise you, if people did some of the things that have been done by members of this body, they would never have been allowed and would not be allowed to continue serving in the military. We have that margin to work with here. In the military, there is the military mission. There is not that margin to work with. We're talking life and death. Now, we've heard, how does it make us safer to lose thousands from the military? And good question, because the hundreds I've heard from that I didn't bring their quotes down here have said, you pass this, and I'll tell you personally, but I will not say it in the presence of my commander. You pass this, I will not re-enlist. I won't say it publicly because it'll affect my assignment after that, because we know what this president, this commander-in-chief wants, just as does the Secretary of Defense. The two people that the president appoints said, let's do it, because they know the president appoints it. He's their boss. And then all of those who do not answer directly to the president, they've said this is a terrible idea. You want an accurate poll? Take one where military members can answer privately with no ability of the commanders to figure out who answered where. And then let's find out how many thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands we can lose with this activity. That's important. Now, we were told don't ask, don't tell is inconsistent with American values. I would submit the military.
Additional minute.
The military is inconsistent with American values. It does not have freedom of speech. It does not have freedom of assembly. It does not have the freedom to express its love to those in the military the way you can out here, because it's an impediment to the military mission. You can't do that. Can you imagine military members being able to tell their commander what they think of him using freedom of speech or assembling where they wish? It doesn't work. And so this is one of those issues that is so personal to the military. We need to have an accurate poll. And to my friend who said history will judge us poorly, I would submit if you will look thoroughly at history, and I'm not saying it's cause and effect, but when militaries throughout history of the greatest nations in the world have adopted the policy that fine for homosexuality to be overt, if you can keep it private and control your hormones, fine. If you can't, that's fine too. They're toward the end of their existence as a great nation. Let's look at this more carefully before we harm our military.